So the only time we can say a hadith is 100% definitively from the Prophet is if it's massively transmitted, mutawatir. And there's very few hadith in that category, okay, relative to the larger body. Everything else, we're less than 100% sure it's from the Prophet. So something that is sahih, something that's authentic, it means it's very, very highly probable that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said this thing, okay? 90 to 99%. This is not an exact science. This is not part of STEM, but these numbers that I received from one of my teachers many, many years ago, I found helpful because it kind of shifted my paradigm about these categories. So sahih is like we're very, very confident and almost sure that it is from the Prophet, but it's not like the Quran because we're not definitively sure that every single thing he said that is classified as sahih is 100% from him, but it's highly, highly possible. Okay, Hasan, 80 to 90%. It's almost sahih with just one condition that's missing. It used to actually be part of the category of sahih. They were interlinked. It's just, a grade lower. The main thing here is when we say something is da'if, it's still between 1 and 80% sure that it's something the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said. So most of hadith sciences is actually just determining the various subcategories of da'if and why something is weak or isn't weak. That's actually the primary preoccupation of muhaddithun. But the point here is when we hear something is da'if, it doesn't mean it's 10%. It doesn't mean it's highly unlikely he said it. There are many, many subgradations of da'if because there's a lot of this, the hadith is weak, so therefore it's useless, we don't use it. A lot of our practice is based on the gathering of multiple weak, quote unquote, epistemologically, not 100% definitive. When you put them together, they actually strengthen one another and they raise the level of the meaning of each of the individual texts. So weak texts are not impugned, they're not thrown out, unless again, they're very, very weak or perhaps even fabricated, which means someone else said something and then they said the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that thing. And that means there's 0% chances from him. And those are the hadith that we put aside and we don't take into consideration.